Hey friends, welcome to the Stress Sleep Connection series. I am Rebecca Russell and I'm so glad that you're here or watching on the replay. I am an essential oil expert, author, and speaker, and I have been living a holistic lifestyle for over 30 years, using the oils for 10. So I would say that the oils up-leveled my health once I found them. So I just want to share the good news and also those lifestyle changes that I made during those 30 years and still use. So the combination is what is required, not just one thing. And remember, if you're just using the oils and not making lifestyle changes, it's just a band-aid. It helps, but you'll get much better results if you do both. And that's with any health concern. So each week I dive into the sleep stress connection and then also one special theme topic attached to it. So this week we're going to talk about pain. So a lot of people I meet with during free wellness consults or a free Zyto health scan, pain is an issue. And so I want to share how that pain can connect to the stress sleep little circle hamster wheel we're on. So first of all, pain isn't just physical. It is exhausting emotionally and mentally. And so when your body hurts, your brain is stuck in that fight or flight setting. And this makes it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, and then of course you don't wake up rested. So when you have chronic pain, this triggers, like we said, the cortisol, the stress hormone, fight or flight, and then that reduces your melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. So your body can't heal when it's in an alert mode. You need everything to calm down in order to heal. So even like I pretty much have chronic stiff shoulders, just too much on the computer, or that's pretty much just how I've always carried any kind of stress, whether it's work related, how I'm sitting, or back when I used to worry, that kind of thing. So everyone carries their stress in different parts of their body. So that can really affect your quality of sleep. And so we're not here to just talk about issues. We want to talk about solutions, right? So the essential oils, the deep blue line specifically, is tailor-made for these kind of issues. So the unhealthy inflammatory response where you have muscle joint pain, that is what deep blue is so great for. So the deep blue rub is, I think that's probably my favorite, although it's sort of like saying which child you love more. But the difference is the deep blue rub is a cream and it's amazing. I have a little adapter on mine where I don't have to get it on my hands, because you really want to wash your hands really good if you get it on your hands, because the wintergreen and some of the other oils are very strong. You don't want that going anywhere else. But it feels amazing. It smells amazing. So I absolutely love this. And then the deep blue stick has a similar formula, but it's included copaiba. And copaiba is the essential oil equivalent to CBD. But it's less expensive, more powerful, and there's absolutely no chance of THC because it's an oil. Whereas the CBD, there's always going to be at least a trace, and it's very hard to know for sure about the sourcing. So with doTERRA, it's certified pure, tested grade, it's pure and potent. So I like both. I have them both, and I just use them for different things. You'll just have to see how your body responds. The other Deep Blue product is a polyphenol capsule. So it's basically, you know, what the oil does, but in a capsule form, because just some people, that's what they like to do. You can also, there's a Deep Blue oil blend, and I make a big roller of it. This is a 30 milliliter roller. We've got the little 5 milliliters that we can make, the 10 milliliters that a lot of the doTERRA ready-made diluted touches are, that size, but the 30 has a bigger roller. So like in my case, it's usually the shoulder, so that's a big area. So if you have that little 10 milliliter, it takes a lot to do. So I don't do well with things that are tedious. So this, I love this. And I think I got it off of Amazon. So I put in what oils I feel like, whatever calls to me. Deep Blue for sure, Deep Blue oil. Frankincense for sure, because it boosts the properties of whatever oils it's with, and it's just good for everything. And then copaiba, of course, and then some other oils, and I'll talk about that later. So another thing, if you're not into the oils per se, but you want something natural, there is if you just want to pop some supplements versus, you know, mess with the oils, you can absolutely do that. There are what we call veggie caps, where you can well, no, I'm sorry, I got to the wrong thing. You can use a combination of supplements that will give you great relief. So copaiba actually comes in a soft gel. So I sometimes, if I have been gardening or something and I'm stiff from being in a certain position too long, I take 2 copaiba soft gels, 2 omega-3s that I already have on hand, but I always want extra because of this. But I assume you're on the Foundational Wellness bundle, because that is the foundation of your wellness, your gut health. And the omega-3s, these are just phenomenal, and they help with heart and brain health, but also help with a positive inflammatory response. So you definitely want that. And then the Deep Blue capsules, which we talked about, the polyphenol capsules. So 2 of each, really, really, and you can take them, you know, throughout the day as needed. So another thing you can do, if you have a bunch of oils and you just want to make your own capsules, we have veggie capsules that are empty little capsules, and you can add frankincense, of course, but whatever oils you add, make sure they're approved for internal use. And the way you know that is it says supplement on the bottle, on the label. If it does not say supplement, you cannot take it internally. Wintergreen, you cannot. So this says you can. So, and I love the little droppers. That makes it easier to count the drops. So 2 drops of whatever oils, well, depending on the size of your roller. For a 10 milliliter roller, probably a total of maybe, you know, 20 drops or so. But frankincense for sure, Deep Blue for sure, and then whatever copaiba, whatever oils that you look up and see what are good for pain. And the other thing I want to talk about is always, if you're going to use something topically, do a test patch first to make sure you're not sensitive to it. And I usually dilute anytime I put it on my skin. There's just no reason not to. It makes the oils last longer, and if you're sensitive, that really helps. And that leads into another solution, is Epsom salt baths. I love them. But make sure you are okay with the oils on your skin, because the last thing you want to do is fill that tub with water and then dump in your Epsom salts with the lavender, aroma touch, the massage blend, or any other oil, and you're sensitive to it, and you get out and you're just itching or red, or you don't want that. So test it first. Don't assume, because some people are sensitive to lavender, which is typically a very mild oil. But every person is uniquely made, so you need to be aware of that and make sure. The other option is we have a turmeric dual capsule, and those are amazing when you're having some achiness. And just understand the importance of the dual capsule, because if you're taking turmeric alone, it is not being absorbed. It has to have something else with it. So we have the oil and the herb in the capsule, which makes it absorb. Other companies use black pepper. You know, you have to have something else. So I know there are some brands that sell it by itself. You're wasting your money. So, that's one of the beauties of buying from doTERRA. They're pure and potent. So, the other thing is layering. So if you do like the oils, then what I like to do is put the oil on first and then use the stick or the rub and put it on top. That motion pushes that oil down deeper, so it's going to absorb even deeper. So that's a real good little tip someone shared with me years ago. So what if you just don't have the oils on you, or it's just not your thing? No fear. Remember, I did lifestyle changes for 20 years before I found the oils. So there's restorative yoga. Look it up on YouTube or wherever, Google. Restorative yoga is very relaxing for the body. Mild stretching. You want to calm your brain down as well. If you're hyper-focused on how horrible you feel, then it just, what you focus on expands. So maybe listen to meditation or journal, get those negative feelings out. Don't go to bed with all this negativity and obsessing over the pain. Yes, you have it, but try to divert it. And then focus on gratitude. Whatever you can do to get into a more positive state. And, I love different podcasts and different YouTube influencers that are positive and hearing their stories. And another thing you can do, of course, is just put the notifications on for this channel, for this page, my YouTube channel. I'm always teaching something. And then also, if you do not get my newsletter, that's another way I do educational emails. So along with at the first part of the month is the doTERRA promotions, but then it's educational. And if you're not already a customer, I have a Facebook group where I do a lot of education. So a lot of ways to learn, not just about sleep, but other things. And keep in mind too that yes, you can use something from the big box store that you just pop a couple and it will help, absolutely. But that chemical is not serving you. Yes, you're getting help in one way, but you're paying for it in another. Whereas if you use the oils in these other natural solutions, you are getting relief, but you are not contributing to the problem. Because I want to share with you someone I know through networking, an amazing woman, used to work at a assisted living place. And the ones who were the oldest there, some into their hundreds, the things they had in common were they were not on hardly any meds, if any. But if they were, it was just one or two, not the handful that a lot of 40-year-olds do. So, not saying never take medications. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. But if you have a choice and there's a natural alternative, it is in your best interest to limit the chemicals you put on and in your body, because those chemicals damage cells. The cells are what determines how well you're going to age. If you have poor cell health, you are not going to age well. So we don't want that. We want to age well, long and well. So I hope this was beneficial. I know that for me, one of the things I love to do that brings me joy are Harley rides. And I get to ride. I don't have to drive. I don't have to pay attention. I can just look out in beautiful Tennessee. But after a couple hours, I am stiff because I'm in that one position for that long. And there is nothing better than an Epsom salt bath with my oils. So sometimes I do both. I'll do that, and then when I'm out of the tub, then give it a little while, because you don't want to immediately put on an oil or a cream, because when you're that, your pores are very open right after a shower or a bath, and it could be a little irritating. So that's a little tip as well. Wait a little while before you put the deep blue or something on, just to be careful. So a lot of tips there. So I hate that you're in pain if you are, but these are some great suggestions. I'm hoping they help you. And till next time, choose you, choose natural, choose now.